When I was younger, summertime, swimming. I like to swim. We had a nice swimming pool. Not a house, town they had, you know. Beautiful pool. Oh, maybe it was a quarter of a mile. So the swimming pool opened up at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'd wake up about 8. I'd have 2 hours. I didn't know what I was going to do, what to do. But as soon as the pool opened, that was it. I was there. Come home for lunch, then I'd be back to the supper, and then I'd come home for supper, and I'd come back till it closed at 9:30. I'd get back to 9:30. Oh, I loved it. But every now and then I'd take a little trip down to the Ohio River. They knew that I swam in a river more times than I told them, but they didn't know how many more. They didn't know how serious I was. We used to call it BAB. Know what it stands for?
No.
Bare Ass Beach.
Oh no.
We swam naked, you know, we didn't take our swimming suits. I always, well, when I was a kid, young, I was going to be something to do with airplanes. And the older I got, the farther away I got from them. When I was a kid, if I'd have told you that I was going to grow up having nothing to do with airplanes, I wouldn't believe it. No, I used to draw them, then build them, models. And then when I got old enough, I lost interest in them. When I went to the Army, I could have enlisted in the Air Force, but I just, well, go where you want me to go, you know.
Right.
Immaterial, they called it. So they thought that the Armored Force was the best for me. And I didn't agree at first, but I liked it after I was in there a while. I really liked the service. As far as getting killed, I thought everybody would get killed, but not me. I was lucky. I think the best memory of being in the service is the people I met. Not only in the service, but along the way, civilians. A good friend is a good friend, you know. I don't try to classify them. The Flowels were the best friends I had over there. And the rest, I didn't even know their names, you know. I never got close to it. We were moving all the time, honey. Very seldom we stay in one place.
We used to get cards from Maggie.
That's Maggie Flower, yeah. That was North Africa. They were French, but when the war started, they moved to North Africa to get out of it. And they had money, you know, they weren't poor. So they had a nice place in North Africa. In fact, they had a farm there, and they had a place in the city where they lived. They weren't broke. And they were real nice to me, very good. I got real friendly with the family. And in fact, they were almost like my own family. And of course, short time, you move on. I hated to leave. It was the one place I hated to leave, was North Africa. she just come up to me and started, asked me my name, and told her. She told me her name, and the rest of the conversation I couldn't tell very much because it was in French. We're trying to go back and forth. And she asked me if I was Catholic. And I said, yeah. I wore a chain. I had a cross on them. That's why she asked me if I was Catholic. I said, yeah. So she says, well, I'll be back. So she left. And about 15 minutes or so later, she came back. She had a medal for me. She says, where, you know. Looked like Mayor was building it, not me. Yeah. Well, I was working at Kodak, so I only had evenings and Saturdays and Sundays to work on it. And, well, hell, you know, I think it took me 2 years to build it from when I started it, before we moved in. Winter time, I couldn't do much. And I think it was 2 years it took.
Any problems with building it?
Every day, some kind of a problem. Little problems, you know. They work their way out. Nothing serious. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe there was, I just can't remember. Mm-hmm. You don't want to, you know, you don't like to think of the bad thing. Oh, a crow, Pete. Yeah.
How'd we get him?
How'd we get him? Got him when he was out of his nest. I don't remember. I don't even remember how or when, because we were always looking for one. I always wanted my dad had one when he was a kid. And I used to hear him talk about it. So I thought I always wanted one. Finally I got one. Poor Pete. In fact, he was so smart that he tried not to let you know how smart he was. He'd act dumb, you know. I don't know, what do you mean, what do you want, you know. Not that he did anything there, he just liked it because he knew he wasn't allowed there. He'd pull his wings up and put his head down like he was sorry. Yeah. He was smarter than I was.